Hey everybody, I'm Steph.
I'm Michael
Today we're checking out Turing Machine.
from Scorpion Mask.
Yes.
And this plays how many players? One to
4.
four players, and a box playtime of 20 minutes.
Yep. And I know that there is an app out there. So you can, if you've gone through all of these in the box, you can go check out the app. There's also a cooperative mode that we haven't tried yet, which I'm very excited to try. But yeah, as it stands, it is a deduction game where we are trying to figure out the 3-digit code.
That's right. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we've already done problem number 1. So we are going to give problem number 2 a try. You can see that there are several problems in the book. And as you can see, you're going to fetch out several different cards based on the problem that you are going to do. So we have fished out everything for number 2. It says we're supposed to get out the what is this called, Steph? Criteria card number 3, and attached to that, you're supposed to break out yellow card number 564. So you go through the cards. They are in order no matter which color you are fishing out. You're going to try to find yellow card 564 and put this face down under A. Now you'll notice that the back of these cards are dry erase, as you see that it dry erased on me as I flipped it over. And you're going to place this right here. Now these criteria cards are basically going to give you information as to what your 3-digit code is for this problem. And Steph and I are basically competing to try to find the number first. So you'll notice that this criterion card says this verifier verifies the square number compared to 3. You'll notice all of these that you're trying to guess are 3-digit numbers. The first digit is always the blue triangle. The second digit is the yellow square. And the third number is the purple circle. So whatever the verifier is going to let you know what those numbers are. I'm trying. So the first verifier, it compares the yellow square number to a value of 3. So let's say that I want to compare number 1 to 4 with this. So basically, since this criterion card is comparing the yellow number, I am going to basically compare this to the 3. And I want to know whether the yellow number is less than 3, equal to 3, or greater than 3. So what you're going to do is you're going to put this card, you're going to flip it over and line it up behind whatever your punch card is. Like I have chosen to question number 1 to 4. Basically, this criterion is going to just check the yellow number. You're going to line this up so that the circle, square, and triangle on this verification card is lined up exactly with those symbols. Notice there's only one hole that is open, and that one has an X on it. So this card is incorrect. So the yellow number is
not less than 3.
It's not less than 3. Because our number is less than 3, right?
Right.
So the yellow number is not less than 3. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So
it's either equal to 3 or higher than 3. That's what this information is giving us.
It is not less than 3, because these cards are asking less than 3, and it's saying no, not less than 3.
I guess that will be our first clue each. I don't know.
Well, I guess I probably shouldn't have done that one, but it is now done. So just forget that.
Okay.
Anyway, uh, on a turn, you have to choose the same number, and you can question up to 3 of these verifiers. So, the verifiers that we have for this one, we're going to check if purple is even or odd. The number times 4, meaning this verifier verifies the number of 4s in your code, and this one is which color's number is smaller than the others. You can question only 3 of these for your 3-digit number. So, each of us will compose a number like so. We're going to verify 3 of these. Then we are going to deduce what we think the number is on our note sheet. And then we're going to have an end of round basically discussion. We're not going to reveal anything. We're going to hold our thumbs out and we're going to go 3, 2, 1, vote whether we think we have it already or don't have it. Right? You're going to point upwards if we think we found the code, downward if we need another turn. So, if you think you found the code, you're going to check the solutions in the book and see if you are correct. And if you are incorrect, you are pretty much eliminated, and the other players can keep going. If more than one person is correct on the same round, whoever asks the fewest questions wins. So you don't have to ask 3 of these. You can choose to do it in fewer. So that is pretty much the game. There are a lot of criteria card explanations in the rule book. And as Steph mentioned, there are solo and cooperative modes. There's also a handicap system if an experienced player is playing against newer players.
We should have done that with Emily.
For sure. Though she wasn't necessarily experienced as much as she is just amazingly good at it. So, you know what? I will go ahead and stick with this number. You can go ahead and choose what you want.
I'll still look at it. I'm going to put my middle one as 1 and then still count it as something.
That sounds good.
Because that is kind of what happened here.
That is kind of what happened on our example. And so now we will check 2 others if we want. I think.
So we know A is.
It's not less than 3.
I'm just going to verify it just to be sure because I chose a different number.
Whoa.
It says X.
What?
What else? Okay, so which color's number is the smaller than either of the others? Let's check this. Okay, so I don't really know what this is telling me.
And then I'm waiting on yours.
I don't quite understand the card. Which
All right,
color's number is smaller than its others?
So, which if your blue is smaller than your like mine blue is smaller than the others.
Okay.
So, is that true or not? Or is it yellow as your smallest? Or is it purple as your smallest?
Okay, so
if you're right, it'll have a check mark, and if you're wrong, it'll have an X, and it's the other ones.
Okay, so you've done 2 already, and this is your 3rd?
I'm just trying to decide. I need to double check my numbers here. I'm not sure that's going to give me the best.
Okay.
But I'm going to do it.
Okay, and so let's see. Question mark times 4, the number of 4s in the code. 0 4s. You know, I'm not even going to ask another question. I asked 2 questions.
Whoa. Okay. Interesting.
I don't really know what I'm doing. But I definitely need more information.
All right. Wrap up. 3, 2, 1, go.
I
Well,
need
just-
more
you just
information.
already telling me.
I mean, I already told you
Got you.
verbally. So now we're on round 2.
Hello, Dave. We are on round 2. And you'll see that I've got little notes that I'm creating here. Don't look, Steph. I've got little notes based on what I have figured out. Things that I know it cannot be, things that I know it must be. So that is sort of, these are good things to know.
Right.
I think I know that one already. So I'm going to do this.
What am I going to ask?
I can't help you with that.
This. Okay.
Well, I might as well do this.
Okay. Then I need to know this. Okay. So I asked about A and C. I can still ask one more thing.
Oh, I don't think I want any of that.
None of it.
Doing this. I guess doing this.
The numbers are 1 through 5. Correct.
Yes, the numbers are 1 through 5.
Okay.
Because you've only got 1 through 5 in the punch card deck, as you can see here. All right, I will do this.
I asked about B.
What?
So that means
That's interesting. That is interesting.
not correct stuff.
This.
All right. Whoa.
That's good to know. I don't know if this is going to help or not.
Like, and you can ask about 3 numbers and then know the answer is not those 3 numbers. Like, you're just trying to figure out what the numbers actually are.
Doing this for sure.
For sure.
For sure. Oh, I didn't even mark these. Not that. Not this. And not this. All right, I'm close. 3, 2, 1, go. You think you've got it?
Yep.
All right, check the answers. There's your solutions. Did you get it right?
My solution for number 2. Oh, did you put it upside down?
No, it's probably upside down on purpose.
Yep, I got it.
Great. All right.
I got it in 5.
No reason for me to get it because I've already done 6. My guess would be 4. If I'm just going to guess, it would be Well, it's a 50-50 shot. It's either 4-3-3 or 4-3-5. I guess if I was going to do a 50-50 shot, maybe 4-3-5.
Mm-hmm. Because this,
Because this what?
I don't know if you looked at this card. Did you know anything about D?
Not about yellow, no.
Because, okay, not about yellow. You know that one had to be a single lower number than something else.
No, did not have to.
Well, there has to be a yes for one of these.
No, there doesn't have to be a yes for those.
I thought there did.
Why would there have to be a yes?
I thought there was always a yes.
I never said that.
Oh, okay.
Let me look. No, I don't think it has to be a yes. So if it's 4-3-3, nothing is less than the others.
Right.
So it'd be an X, an X, and an X.
Okay. I learned in the first round that yellow was lowest, so that helped me.
Yes. So if yellow was indeed lowest, it's not lowest or equal to, it's lowest.
Right. So that's how I knew it.
But it still would have taken me to 6, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
I determined that purple was not an even number.
Right.
So that knocks out the 4. The second round, I learned that yellow was not greater and not less than. So it was exactly equal to 3. And if one of them had to be a 4, then the purple was already knocked out. The yellow was knocked out, leaving blue as, because it had to have a 4. I noted I put 0 4s for 3-5-2, and it's not 0, meaning something had to be a 4.
Right.
So blue had to be a 4.
Right.
And at that point, I'm at 4-3. But even if I had gotten the other one, I would have been at 6, and you would have been at 5.
Got it.
So
yeah,
it's
pretty fast once you get going, and obviously the puzzles will ramp up in difficulty and probably take you a lot longer. They give you a whole sheet for like a lot of notes, so I assume the puzzles get really more challenging.
So there are 20 problems in the book. However, there are millions more on the Turing Machine website. If you go to turingmachine.info, TURING machine.info, then you will get a whole lot of more challenges.
That's really cool.
So
I like that.
So you're not just stuck with the 20 that are in the book. There are a lot of extras. So
yeah.
And there are also 2 new, more challenging modes of play. Extreme has 2 cards in front of each verifier, but only 1 valid criterion amongst those on the 2 cards. And the second mode is called Nightmare, meaning you do not know which verifier is associated with which verification card.
That's really hard.
So yeah, it will mix things up.
That is
so
a
that
nightmare.
You cannot figure out for sure. So those are the 2 new challenging modes of play that are on there. Probably going to put 2 of the verifiers on each of the criterion. So
I think that this is pretty cool, especially if you like deduction and like figuring it out. See, it was my understanding. I thought each one had to have a check mark, but if that's not actually true, then
I don't see that in the rules. Let me double check.
I mean, it might not be in the rules. It might be something that's not said, but
it just says if the verifier answers check mark, your proposal has passed. If the verifier answers X, your proposal has failed.
It makes me wonder if there are any that are just all X's, but
I don't see why there wouldn't be. Because if it was 4-3-3, this has to hit X every time because none are less than the others. Meaning one has to be equal at the bottom, which is good to know. That's negative information.
right.
If you've indeed checked this 3 times, then you know for sure that one of those has to be, the pair has to line up. So you've either got on mine a pair of 4s or a pair of 3s, which for mine would have been a pair of 3s.
Right.
Because the 4 could not have existed on the other ones.
Okay.
So
sure. So yeah, that is Turing Machine.
Yep.
I think it's pretty cool. I like what it's doing, and yeah, I think the biggest issue that I've heard people say is just setup is a lot because you have to get the right cards. If you mess up one of those
If you
cards,
mess up one, you're not going to get
yeah,
it.
you're not gonna. There's no way to get the answer. So you have to be meticulous on setting up the game correctly. Otherwise, it could ruin the game experience. So.
I was not meticulous with when I picked up the card. I did not associate it with the right criterion because two people had picked up at the same time, and I lost track of what meant what. So that's how I failed. And it even says this on the reminders and clarifications: don't get mixed up. And so
It's like real punch cards, yeah.
it is like real punch card. It says only one code respects all the criteria, meaning you're not going to get two codes that will match something. It's like, oh, this slightly different 433 also satisfies the criteria. No.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's
one answer.
There's one exact answer. That's good. So
you don't want there to be like a limbo of like, well, I was right. No, I was right.
Agreed. And on strategy, you will need all of the criteria of the verifiers to get the code. Nothing is superfluous, meaning you need to.
Okay, you need to check
You
everything.
need to check everything at least. At least that's what they say.
Okay. Well, there you go.
It seems like Emily got it without needing it, but that's.
She's just the mind.
She's just that good.
Just knows.
So yeah, be sure to check out Turing Machine from Scorpion Mask.
Do it. We'll be right back on Twitch.